Hello all. In this video, we are going to be taking a look at the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal trailer that just dropped, teaser trailer. I'm going to be comparing the design of the new one to the old one. Some concerns, I guess, from the looks of the design and what we can kind of might expect to see in this for this console and compare it to the lovely old Switch here. So let's roll the intro and get into that. Okay, so here we got the video pulled up. Credit to Nintendo for showing this off to us. And I guess I need to move. Do I need to? Nope, not the browser. I need to move this, I guess. Yep. Sorry for. Nope, just full screen now. So, here we go. Here's the reveal trailer. So we got the Nintendo logo there. And they are honestly showing off the old Switch in the beginning here. Nothing too exciting. Showing that the screen has increased. And they're maybe more like glossy or matte finished. Maybe more rounded on the corners. Still using the Type-C. Buttons are the same. And then this one, I'm guessing it's a Type-C at the top, so if you're using the kit stand, you couldn't charge the system. So my guess is they are also putting one on the top for next to the headphone jack. So you can charge it if you're using the kit stand, or just if you just use any other stands. So interesting design choice. Maybe it's more than just delivering power. There could be a special attachment that when it's in the dock, there's something that goes on top for an accessory for a game. Who knows? Game car slots roughly supposed to be the same. Kit stand. They're going with the OLED style here, with having a whole bunch on the back, but the fact that there's this giant cutout really is concerning. I mean, we don't know how strong the plastic is, or if it's even plastic. Here was to be the SD port. Probably just use the same micro SD cards the original Switch had. Probably easy to make it easy to transfer the games and such if they are digital in DLC. And then now we're going to look at the Joy-Cons. A bit bigger, still rounded, still small. A lot less color. Wonder if they're going to have varieties. So, here we go. We already get a look at the charger port there. Let's back it up. Let's see if we can. So, we got the charger port, the sync button, the SR, SL buttons. But this is new. No, we can't really see what that is. This one? No, we still not even on this. Oop, back it up. Because I want to see what that new port is. Okay, it's a sensor kind of. Oh, so it's a sensor. That's as far as I can tell. Button layout's going to be the same. People were saying that there were. Wait. Did they just put the home button and the screenshot on the same controller? God, I can't double click or else it goes out of full screen. Yeah, it looks like they just put the capture and the home button on the same controller. Okay. Voice stats are still as bad as ever. This is where that sensor might come in. It might have use in a game or two. Yeah. Here we go. And then here's how the Joy-Cons charge. My concern is that these pins, they are small. That if you aren't careful, you could break the pins if you are jamming it in there. Even giving it to a kid might seem bad enough. So I don't really like that design choice. I liked the L switch, just the slide off, and I mean it's kind of also good connection, but over time sliding it in and out causes some issues. In fact, my old Joy-Cons, they just weren't holding anymore, so I tried to repair them myself. Slightly failed. Instead I just bought the Hori Split Pad Pros to replace those. Granted, I lost some features, but comfier than Joy-Cons. Sadly, some controllers might not be fully backwards compatible. Maybe over here, maybe the Wireless Pro controller is going to be backwards compatible. It should, hopefully. Hopefully the docks still have USB-A ports to use wired controllers, like the PowerAs and the GameCube controllers for Smash Bros. Hopefully those are still options. But yeah, I don't like that. Switch 2. Kind of figured. Here's another just kind of rounded overview stuff too. And we did a look at the new Mario Kart. Because we don't know much information yet. But this track is definitely not in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so I'm going to assume it's new. And it looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 24, or miscounted, but 24 spots for Racer, so they're doubling it. That's going to be fun online. Any interesting details, except for maybe Mario and Luigi. They in the Wonder design kind of do look like the Wonder. And then the first look at the new dock. So rounded corners compared to the flat square that this one was. Honestly, I don't know if these are going to be backwards compatible. I don't need 2 dots on my setup. No, as far as I can tell right now, there are no USB ports on this side of the system, which is right now behind my camera. So let me just move my camera up so I can show you. Yeah, so right now there seems to be no USB-A ports right over here. Let me just keep the camera actually up here, because if there's any more things to show down here. We get a look at the Joy-Con grip, which I never really use mine. I think mine is in fact still in the Switch box. I used it, but I was just like, really like how close my hands are together. So I never really used the grip. They did put the decal on there that came with the decals for the Switch, make mine more unique and not boring. They're saying 2025, and we get Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games as well as Nintendo Switch games, but fine print here says Nintendo Switch 2 plays both physical and digital Switch games. Certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported on or fully compatible with Nintendo Switch 2. Details will be shared on Nintendo website at a later date. So that means certain DLCs might not be fully supported, or games in general. So, and here they're just using Mario Wonder, so they aren't showing us game cartridge if it's going to be unique and styled differently like the 3DS games to the DS games. I got case here. Game and this. So with the DS games here, which I'm sure you all know from the designs, just square, nothing different. But then we got the 3DS games, which then came with this little notch and special coding for the 3DS to figure out. So you can't put this game into a DS Lite or whatever DS. So they might go something similar, where they might put a little bit of a design difference on the cartridge, or just a specialized chip for the system to read, and that might not be compatible with the old Switch. Oh yeah, and we can also see instantly the size difference in this picture, which is generally also not to scale. So that's something we might need to compare once we get our hands on it. They so far haven't told us anything about how the games transfer. There's going to be a direct later this year, for 2 in fact, and then hands-on events, which we can find on their website, which I have taken a look at those before, and I saved them to show you. Let me go ahead and pull that up real quick. While those are loading, and it's just ends. Okay. So, let me just go to the larger camera. So, we saw this overall size of the console is going to be a bit larger than the old one. Joy-Cons are going to attach differently. We are sadly, stuff might not be fully backwards compatible with this, like these nicer controllers. Docket looks different. Hopefully it's not just specialized equipment. Maybe you can use the old Switch dock with the new one, or maybe the new Switch dock with the old one. That's stuff that we don't know, but we might test out if we ever get our hands on it. Rumored prices could be in the range of $400 to $500 range. People are assuming like $450. So it's not going to be cheap. I mean, grant. And let's just hope that this is not a failure like the old, like the Wii U to the Wii, backwards compatibility issues, maybe. Let's see. So they got, I think I saw 3 locations when I screenshotted these. So let's go back to the display capture here. So we got this Nintendo Switch 2 experience in Los Angeles on April 11th to the 13th. They also have one in Dallas on April 25th to the 27th. And then switching over to the other one, we got New York of April 4th to April 6th. So April 4th, 2 days after the initial direct with more information. Just Los Angeles. There's nothing different. They're, according to Nintendo, they are free to enter. But it's also just randomly drawn. So there is no, it's luck based on if you are picked to be in, to get these hands-on experience, which is going to be, would be cool to do, but travel expenses. So yeah, at least we don't know yet how digital games will transfer over, if you have to have both Switches nearby to then physically transfer them over, like how you could transfer one account to another account, or if you're just going to sign in with your same Nintendo account and then go onto the eShop and then just re-download them from there. Right now, these are just speculations, thoughts. Nothing is been confirmed to us by Nintendo. So we just have to wait till April 2nd when they release more information. Maybe they might do another surprise drop trailer, and we can look at more analysis later. So if you stuck around to the end of this analysis and bit of a comparison from what they showed, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. It's free. It's not going to cost you anything. Leave a like, comment down below on what games you are hoping to show up on Switch 2.